whole truth, part 2. Come on, let's take a trip round town. Firstly, thank you to everybody who emailed us and contacted us about Church Street and some of the things that you haven't liked here, that's not been done very well. And so we're here in Church Street looking at this. You're right, this is not acceptable. Why isn't somebody from Hartlepool Borough Council down here saying, hey, Mr. Contractor, you know what, this isn't good enough for our residents in Hartlepool. You know, you need to get yourself down here and do this again. And yet, Hartlepool Borough Council, you'd fight tooth and nail with a business owner around the corner in Scarborough Street to say he had to have planning permission for a door. And yet here in Church Street, you put 8 hideous benches and all on the same side of the road. But Hartlepool Borough Council would give PD Ports, that made £12.7 million after-tax profits last year, an £18,700 break on their business rates. But when it comes to these taxpayers here at the headland, the environmental department wouldn't say to PD Ports, hang on PD Ports, this is not good enough for our residents. Before you do any work drilling down into that rock, you need to do a test drilling to see if it affects our residents here. Oh, but the environmental department will come down like a ton of bricks on a popular pub in Seaton and initiate a formal review because of a noise complaint. Is there no other way of sorting this out? Hartlepool Borough Council wouldn't give these poor businesses at the marina a business tax break like they did with PD Ports. But these businesses are being killed by the parking charges. And these business owners are so desperate, they've even formed together to form a group. But if Hartlepool Borough Council really does love Hartlepool, why don't they consider buying the car park here and helping these businesses? Because there could be a lot of jobs lost here. But instead of doing an unfathomable project like removing the central barriers opposite the college. Remember Jackson's Landon? Oh, Jackson's Landon, that was great. All those lovely little shops, a great restaurant overlooking the marina. It was really, really super. I don't understand why that had to close and go out of business. How many businesses do get closed around here? We tried to calculate how much money was lost with Jackson's Landon. We couldn't even calculate it. Same with utility companies. They dig up the roads, which is fine, they have to be dug up. But why are they left in such a state afterwards? I mean, it's all over town, a burned valley. I mean, why isn't anyone from Hartlepool Borough Council grabbing hold of these utility companies and saying, hey, Mr. Utility Company, this isn't good enough for our residents in Hartlepool. Come on, get yourself back and make this good. See this roundabout? It's had to be dug up several times, and it had to be dug up. There was problems underneath it. But you know what? Now it's finished. These plants should be beautiful. There's not that many beautiful places in Hartlepool with flowers and shrubs anymore. But where is Hartlepool Borough Council? Why haven't they said, hey, Mr. Utility Man, you know what, you've got to get yourself back down here and make this roundabout the same as what it was before. Because right now, at this time of the year, these shrubs should be absolutely gorgeous. And you know what? For those of you that are 65 and older, we can tell you, because some of you are probably too young to remember this, Hartlepool was drop dead gorgeous. It was stunningly beautiful. You know, we won Britain in Bloom in the 70s, and it was gorgeous. We want it back to the way it was. And while we're talking about plants, here we are in Tanfield Road. Who but Hartlepool Borough Council cannot make money selling plants and flowers? Everybody used to come here to this nursery. It was a great nursery. The cemetery's next door. You couldn't make money providing flowers for funerals. And remember the beautiful Inspirations Cafe down here by the cemetery? That was terrific. Who but Hartlepool Borough Council can't make money running a cafe? I mean, this cafe, they spent a lot of money on it. new patio doors, new coffee machines, kitchen, and it was always busy. It was terrific. I mean, the crematoriums, walking distance, you could have catered to funeral receptions. But you know what? All right, so the council can't run a cafe. Why is it all locked up? Why can't you get in? Why can't you lease that to somebody who can make money running a cafe? Why is it going derelict like everything else? We need new faces with fresh ideas. This council leadership fights so many people. Allotment holders, fishermen, people at the headland, huge wind turbines too near homes, parking charges. You can't even take your kids or your dogs to the beach for free anymore. Business owners at the marina and throughout town. The list goes on and on and on. And we know for sure that most of the hard-working, grassroots council employees want to do more and help residents a lot more. But I guess it's hard for them to soar like eagles when they're being led by turkeys. Instead of a leadership fighting residents, we need a leadership for residents that's on our side. Instead of making life more difficult, that makes it easier and fun. Not leaders that don't care if there's litters, but councillors that want Hartlepool as beautiful as it was before. And it can be done. New faces with new ideas. Remember this when you vote on May the 2nd. Please like and follow Hartlepool TV on Facebook and YouTube.